Hello everyone and welcome back to Death Stranding. This is part 2. Last time we got an amazing introduction to the game and very confusing. But we're sure to figure out more stuff as we go along with what the hell's going on. But last time we essentially got a little bit of like information in regards to how the world works and like names for things and like corpses going into necrosis and what happens when one of the giant things eats someone and it makes a crater. It's like a void out. And there's the time fall that fast forwards, you know, our ages to turn us into elderly people and then we die. There's just a lot going on. We have our own little personal bedroom here, which we've just been chilling at since we finished the last mission, where we had to burn our own adoptive mother's body. It's just like the plot points. It's very, very, very unique. But we're here where I can examine a bunch of new stuff, which is going to be really cool. So let's have a look at what we can. I'm going to check on... Let's check on BB. I want to check on BB now.
Sam, this is Deadman. I calibrated your BB based on physiological data we collected from you earlier. It's still just a best guess, though. After you take it out for a spin, we can check if you're in sync and tweak the BB sensitivity as needed.
Okay. So we can... Oh.
This case will remove any chiral matter still clinging to your suit. Speaking of suits, blue is for delivery personnel, red for medical, orange for corpse disposal, and black for security.
And I have all three. I can soothe BB with the square button.
Tired, huh?
This is so weird.
Boo.
It's very bizarre.
Hey there. Believe we've met. I oversee delivery operations as well as maintenance and repairs. Nice to have you on board. I'm Mama, in case I didn't mention it before.
Mama.
Those there are strands. Not just used for packing, by the way, but for identification too. Take a closer look and you'll see. See the red there? That's your blood.
Sam's blood is woven into the fibers. Okay. Sure. Interesting. So that's Mama. Okay. That must be the only other female character that we've seen so far that was in the room who disappeared, where the holograms faded away when we were saying a farewell to Bridget. Cool. So we got some cool suits with our blood interwoven into the strand. Love that. Let's activate this terminal, see what this is all about.
With that terminal there, you can browse the bridge's database, which has info on a range of subjects. You don't have clearance for everything, but there's still plenty you might find informative.
Wonderful. Orders data music player. Play music you've acquired. Oh, love it. Let's just play all of the copyrighted music right off the bat in this terminal, guys. Does that sound fun? You can use the music player to play any music you've acquired. Music data can be received as reward for completing various orders for Sam. Amazing. Where's the man who sold the world, guys? Then we can view our active orders, of which we currently have none, so that's cool. So, love it. We have a map. I'm sure that'll get filled in more as we play the game. What else can I do? I can use the... I've already examined my figures. Let's use my sync. I get to reflect my face. Yeah, nice. I was like, as soon as I can take a photo, I'm like, do it as soon as he does a pose. BB liked my photo. What? Oh, that's so weird, dude. But Norman Reedus was having a bit of fun with this. This is so funny. Perform action. Okay. So you can perform an action by flicking the thumbstick. Ah, Kojima. Okay. Okay, I'm done looking in there. I'm done looking in the mirror now. So strange. Alright, we'll leave the sink. Now, we had a shower last episode, but should we use the toilet? See what this toilet's all about?
Sam, Hartman here. Researcher devoted to uncovering the secrets of the beaches and the Death Stranding, as well as those of dooms and repatriants. When you relieve yourself, a certain amount of chiral matter is flushed from your system. Chiral matter can adversely affect hormone secretion and nervous function. There's a correlation between exposure and the development of phobias, as well as, in extreme cases, violent and suicidal impulses. Chiralium contamination has even been postulated as a trigger for the onset of dooms. Allow me to collect a sample of your excretions for my studies. They provide a non-invasive means to monitor your exposure to chiralium and your overall health.
So we've got Heartman, Dead Man, Die Hard Man, and Mama. They I was like, okay. Like, alright. What the hell is with the names? It's so funny. I like how it's great. It's like has like a screen that analyzes your intake of stuff, which is very interesting. Well, let me take a bet and say if Mama was that woman, then maybe Heartman was the other dude that we saw in that room as well. I would be looking forward to seeing them in person, actually getting introduced to them properly, though. But we can leave. No, we can't. Not yet. Not before we have a cutscene.
Well, have you had a chance to think it over? Chock full of chiralium, but safe for you Dooms guys to wear. That's all you'll need to go forth and reconnect the world. To make us whole again.
I'm a porter. I don't care about connecting anything. Or making knots. But I'll do what I have to help Amelie out.
So bizarre.
Listen up, Sam. The terminals Amelie's people built in the towns and cities they passed through on their journey west are called knots. The infrastructure's there, but the chiral network is offline. Right now, it's only capable of transmitting voice communications. Sometimes wired, sometimes wireless, and a small amount of data. So, unless the necessary data is stored on site, our chirograms won't show up. Amelie and the other Bridges members you've seen around the place are grams generated with local data. In case you didn't know. Anyway, all you've got to do is find the knot, connect your Cupid, and bring chiral communications online. Once you connect it to the terminal, you'll be able to initiate zero-time massive data transmission with the UCA network. And just like that, you'll reconnect us not only to each other, but to our past. All the lost and fragmented junk data will be compiled and restored, like bringing a dinosaur back to life from a fossil. $4.6 billion years of history on Earth. All the wisdom and knowledge we lost since the Death Stranding will be ours again. And that, my friend,
is how we'll beat this thing. Once you establish Cairo communications, generating grams won't be an issue. You'll also be able to use Cairo printers. Won't be long before we're able to send all kinds of things through the wire.
Except anything original. Or that's got a soul. Nothing real. Just copies.
True. Which is why we'll still need porters like you. Before and after we're made whole, we'll need men in the middle.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
Yeah, well, idle hands and all that. We'll give you the details at the dispatch terminal. Make sure you check it upstairs. Drop's waiting up there, too.
These shoes look like they've done some serious miles. Shall I dispose of them?
Wait. Hold on. There's something I want you to look into. My blood seemed to set those things off. Happened more than once.
Set them off? How do you mean?
I don't know. You took my blood, didn't you? You tell me.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
The cutscenes in this game are fantastic. The soundtrack is really good. Sometimes it's like very subtle and it like has this really nice build. Like the soundtrack is awesome, and voice acting's great. Characters are awesome. This stuff's bizarre. Person here.
I'm sorry, Lisa. Don't worry. I'll take care of him. I promise you. Baby. Baby. Baby, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Steady.
So this baby is like the child of Mads Mikkelsen and this character Lisa. That is not what I expected for his character. His name in the game is probably Dad Man, right? You got to put a man on the end of it. But goddamn, like cutscenes, absolutely amazing. I love the use of like items that mean other things. Like how we've got like an item called a Cupid to connect everything with like arrows. You know, like Cupid. I like the way that terminology is used in this game and like the names of items, and this is also something from Metal Gear Solid as well. It's something that I've always really thought was really cool. Alright, we've got a terminal here. Let's activate it.
Sam, this is Di Hartman. Your current objective is to extend the Cairo network from here to Port Knot City. But don't think you can make a beeline straight for it. Signal won't carry that far. To cover the distance, we need to utilize knots. Think of it like tying ropes together to make a longer rope. The first of these knots is a Bridges Way station. Go ahead and take a look at the order. Deliver whatever they need, and connect the Cupid.
And it's cool that like they're doing this whole like all of the it's very interesting, all of the names for stuff, how, you know, the company's called Bridges. We're using like these strands, like the rope, and connecting all these, like tying all the knots together, and all of the cities are referred to as like West Knot City and like stuff like that. That's really cool. We've got our private room, private locker, take on orders. All right, let's have a look. So we've just got smart drug delivery, way station west of Capital Knot City.
Sam, order summaries may contain information critical to your success. Make sure to review them before getting underway.
Use L1 and R1 to switch tabs to view various information about an order. Order summary, order details, cargo for delivery, and supplies. The amount of cargo each order involves, as well as its size, can also be viewed at... Didn't read it fast enough. Can also be viewed at the bottom of the screen. Order summary. So, deliver the smart drugs. Less than 50% damage is the objective. Oxytocin. We have a ladder and a climbing anchor. Nice. We can listen to the briefing.
Central Knot City brought deliveries to a standstill. Until now. Your cargo for this run is a batch of smart drugs. Oxytocin, to be precise. Oxytocin is effective at reducing stress. So much so that some folks call it a love or happy hormone. Once you've completed the job, connect the way station to the network using the Cupid.
Cool. I like how these jobs have briefings as well. It's similar to like Metal Gear Solid 5 when you'd pick something and it would have the mission briefing. Cool. Carry on back, attached to suit. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so smart drugs. We can carry it by hand. Let's attach it to... We'll just carry it on our back.
Sam, now we've supplied you with some rope and a ladder for this run. They should help with the steeper inclines, and the ladder will also make a halfway decent bridge if you need to cross a river. Right now, I figure you're thinking about how you want to handle this order.
There's so much thought going into this, which I think is really... I think it's really cool. Let's hang it on the tool rack, I guess. What about the stuff that we can attach to the suit? Preventing it from falling off should you stumble or fall. Okay. Oh, I see. So it's on my... And you can choose where to attach it to. This is so interesting. And that's going to throw off my balance then, I guess. But if I carry it on my back, that looks like it fits nicely. Oh, so I've got 3 ladders on my back right now. Okay, so you can use... I hope that when I use one I can pick it back up again, but it seems like maybe once you place it, it stays there. If it's giving me 3 of them. Wonderful. I got my boots. I got a spare. I got spare boots. Okay. Ladders are all packed up in those boxes. Okay. Do you need them though? Like, you can offload stuff. I think maybe it might be a good idea for me to carry all of them. So I can have one on the side, and then... Okay, I see. Makes sense. We're going to bring all of the ladders just in case. Just in case. Oh, or we could do that. We can automatically arrange it and shove them all on our... Okay. I wonder how our balance will be if we have 2 on each side. That might actually work out quite well. Alright, let's take... I did auto-arrange cargo. Let's see how this works. Alright, there's my prep work done. I'm a beefy boy with all of my ladders. This is so interesting. Like, there's such a... I actually love the attention to detail and how much of a focus there is on, like, prepping yourself for a delivery job to the point of, like, where to wear it on your body or, like, on your backpack and stuff. And, like, balance being important.
Sam, triple check your loadout, I take it?
Pole that is driven into the ground, creating an anchor point for a 30-meter rope that allows for ascending and descending off steep ropes and cliffs. And our ladders out to a length of 10 meters. Urinate. Love it. Who's saying you did good? Real good? Oh. What the fuck is this? Oh! Okay, that was that dude. Who's apparently the delivery man guy? What's his name? Nick Easton or something is his name, I think. He was just waving at me with a bunch of other dudes. Oh, there he is. This is so weird. Okay. But I love the attention to detail, the amount of work that just goes into like prepping for a job, and it's just like, yeah, I'm the ultimate delivery boy, apparently. Let's prep our journey. We have to get here. Should remove all my custom markers that I placed from before. So I guess I should just pick a direction and roll with it, because I just need to get here. So there isn't a route that's been chosen for me. I guess we'll just go for it. But maybe if we use the watchtower? Where's this watchtower at? Where's the watchtower? Watchtower is the other way. God damn it. I'm gonna have to get used to this soon enough. Ah, there's the watchtower. Okay. It'd be nice if there was like a mini map or something I could pull up in the corner, but that's okay. I'll get used to things. Alright, so here's our watchtower.
Sam, you see that sign someone left over there? You can leave some of your own if you'd like. Messages, warnings, words of encouragement, whatever comes to mind.
Oh, putting up signs. L1 hold, create signs. You can use these to share information with other porters. Oh, that's cool. I'm assuming this has like some sort of online. This is like some sort of online thing, and you can actually put up warnings to other people who are doing it. I like that. It makes it like this online, interconnected world of like there are other delivery people and other porters who are doing stuff, and then they put up warnings for other people like, don't go here, like sort of like a living, evolving world sort of thing. That's actually really cool. I like that. Probably not a good idea to just chuck anything down here. Let's put this right there. Okay. Nice. You can like signs. Alright, wonderful. Alright, let's use the watchtower. Now, that's where we want to go. Ooh, we can ascend. I wonder if I can pick these up now. Oh, and we've got some lost cargo, so I can put a couple of markers on these. That's cool. So you always use a watchtower before you head out on a mission, because you can see things that you might not have seen before. Cool, so a couple of pieces of lost cargo, and that's our destination. Over there. Now, by highlighting it... No, I was wondering if highlighting it, it would have given us a route to take, but I guess we'll just head in that direction and have fun with it. And I think this was a good idea to put the 4 ladders on each arm, because my balance is good.
Sam, even the best porters have been known to lose their cargo. But you're better than the best. You've got what it takes to finish what they started. If you come across any abandoned shipments, consider taking them to their intended destination.
It's easier than you might think. See, all our packages are tagged with Bridges IDs for easy tracking. And your Odra deck is equipped with a scanner which might detect said IDs. Which is a roundabout way of saying, but that thing on your shoulder can help you locate mislaid shipments.
This is deeper than I thought. Oh, there's a whole bunch.
Remember, Sam, every parcel is a promise made to a person in need. And they're counting on you to deliver.
I'm actually really liking the message of this game so far, in terms of like connecting everyone and connecting humanity, and how that's being done through your character being delivery man. Like, I actually think that's really cool. I think I'm gonna really enjoy this experience. This is lovely. It's like very intriguing yet confusing story that I've already been pulled into that I can't wait to see how it goes. Mixed with a very unique approach to gameplay. Like if there's anything I could say about this game immediately, it's like I don't think I'm going to play another game. I don't think I'm going to play another game quite like it in terms of this gameplay. So if I pick up this stuff, I should just be taking it back to and take it back to Central Knot City. Capital Knot City, I should say. Well, I'm going to pick this stuff up. There's a whole bunch of it. I'm going to pick up what I can. And then we're going to run back to the city so I can drop it off and then commit to my main journey. Still can't pick these up, so I still don't know what these are for. You know, it'd be nice if there was like a codec. I could like, when you like pull up the thing and get advice from... I've gotten spoiled from like being able to get information about the game from a codec in MGS. I can check on BB this way. Hey, little buddy.
It's all good.
Oh my god, I can use the controller. Did. His voice comes out of this. I don't know if it'll pick up on the microphone, but his voice comes out of my controller. That's amazing. Something else I wanted to mention about this controller, by the way, but we're in the middle of the cutscene, so I don't want to talk through it, is when Sam was dressing up and putting on his suit, the vibration in this controller is ridiculous. You feel like him zipping it up. You feel him putting on the boots and stepping on the ground. Like every single movement is like captured at different levels of vibration in the controller. It's like, it's so interesting. Like it makes me like want to hold the controller at all times in a cutscene instead of putting it down to go, because there's so much feeling in the vibration. Like, it's fascinating to be like, you feel him zipping up his suit. This game really makes you feel like you're dressing up in a suit. Oh, there's post boxes to deliver lost cargo. I don't have to go all the way back. Oh, that's awesome. Make delivery. So you can drop them into post boxes? That's sick.
Good work, Sam. I see you brought in some lost cargo. Feel free to submit it here for processing. If you come across any more while out on a run and don't think you can carry it to its destination, you can always put it in storage. It'll be safe and secure until another porter comes along to finish the job. Even if it has to pass through a dozen more hands before it arrives, you can rest easy knowing you did your part.
Make delivery. Deliver lost cargo at a delivery terminal to complete a lost cargo delivery. Lost cargo can also be entrusted to other players for delivery by selecting entrust cargo at any terminal other than the destination terminal. That's really sick. Entrusting and storing lost cargo. If lost cargo is taken to a facility other than its intended destination, the following options can be selected. Entrust and store. Submit the cargo at the facility, entrust its delivery to another player, and return its content to its original owner. Or you can deliver it yourself. I'm assuming you would get a better reward for delivering it yourself. So it says predicted likes 24, but you get 40 if you return it. I'm assuming that means if we've returned it ourselves, so it's almost like just over half. This is cool, but like I kind of want to do it myself. Or we can then put them in our private locker. I love that if you're feeling a bit lazy. Like you're like, oh, we'll just chuck it in here. Someone else can finish the job type deal. That's neat. However, I'm the world's best delivery man. So I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to run on back. Look at how good this water looks. Water graphics, man. I love good water graphics. Nothing can beat Sea of Thieves in terms of water graphics for me. That thing's insane. But this game has nice water graphics. Alright, I'm gonna run on back. And then we'll continue with the job. Honey, I'm home with all of the lost packages.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam.
Welcome, deliverer. This is so cool. So if I stand in here, that takes me to my private room. Is this this is the delivery terminal? Activate terminal. Yeah, make delivery. Deliver lost cargo. Yeah, you get the full amount of predicted likes. There you go. That makes sense. So you get like just over half if you entrust the lost cargo instead. Today I make my own deliveries.
You that new guy? Sam Bridges? Much obliged. Gotta say, I really appreciate you going the extra mile.
Thanks, Nick Easton. Give me all of my likes.
Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
Increase your connection level with a facility will allow for more materials to be stored there and will make more materials available for use. Additionally, new functionality may be provided by Bridges, and you may even receive a gift or two. New interview data acquired. Egyptian mummies, pyramids, etc., the corals of the seam, and cryptobiotes. So this is... there was something that I saw about interview stuff. New interview data acquired. And I can use a whole bunch more amount of materials. How do we view interview data? New title earned. People think of you as a porter who can be relied upon for basic orders, but with time and effort, you may one day be recognized as a true legend. Can I be called Big Boss? Big Boss Delivery Man?
Hey, I got something for you.
We got him a gift. My very own Bridges hat. My very own hat? Why is this so satisfying? I love this. He has given you a cap. He wishes to express his gratitude.
Alright, until next time.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Good work.
Nice. I got a hat.
Managed to get that bonus, huh? Wear it with pride. That hat's reserved for Bridges staff who've gone above and beyond. Head on down to your private room if you want to see how it fits.
I put it on in here. I just got it right here. Yeah, it's in here with my glasses. Yeah, boy! And then I can check it out in my mirror, I guess. Nice. A cap beloved of Bridges staff that slightly reduces stamina consumption. When worn, it can be customized in your private room. Bridges members take great pride in their caps and consider them a mark of their talents, having been recognized by the organization. Alright, you can change your footwear. That's cool. Love that. Alright, we won't need to head to our room just yet, but I have a cool hat, guys, and that's what makes being a delivery man worth it. Work and care, connect to the world. This is so cool. I love the technology, the user interfaces, the design of how everything is put together. It's really cool. Still waiting to see if I can drive one of these bad boys. Let me drive it. Alright, I'm ready to go. Alright. I'll walk. Now I'll take the correct pathway. All the speakers. Have a pleasant journey. Now, hold on, because I think, yes, it's in data. So interviews, view transcriptions of interviews. That's where it was. Are they audio-based or are they just text? It looks like it's just text. So it's not like cassette tapes from MGS5, but it's lore tabs. It's like I guess this would be like a codex to read information. Yeah, look, this guy. Okay, so this is Heartman. We saw him in that room. We haven't properly met him or Mama yet. Egyptian mummies, pyramids, etc. When 3 years ago, at what point can it be said that man truly understood what it meant to die? It would seem reasonable to suggest that it was when he began to bury his dead, a practice which originated with the Neanderthals. In a way, one might say that our growing understanding of death drove our development as a species, our fear of it, our attempts to conquer it. Why, it could be argued our entire history revolves around these obsessions. Take the Great Pyramids of Egypt, or the tombs of the ancient emperors of China. The more powerful the person, the bigger and grander their final resting place. Or to posit a more radical theory, could the very concepts of power and society themselves have emerged solely to facilitate the creation of such monuments, such challenges to the finality of death? Either way, in leaving behind something they hoped might endure through the ages, the builders of these edifices believed that they too might live on forever. The mummies of the Egyptians are another means by which man sought to fulfill this desire to escape the finality of death. They were created that the spiritual self, the Ka, would have a physical vessel, or Ha, to which it could return. The Sokoshin Butsu, or mummified monks of Buddhism, are similar in this respect. However, the monks in question aimed to transition straight from life to Buddhahood, in other words, to forego death altogether. But now that the beach has brought us into direct contact with the world beyond, our relationship with death must further evolve. The next stage in our understanding is upon us. I just want to take this brief moment to mention something that I have brought up before with Kojima, and like in the Metal Gear Solid series, and Kojima's approach to writing is, I don't think that we will ever have someone like this man that writes dialogue or information in the way that he does, or even communicates it. Like, this man's understanding of real life history and how he uses that to inform and enhance his fictional stories is one of my favorite things about him. Is like, throughout the Metal Gear Solid series, the amount of real world information about like war and government and armies and military events that like inform the story of Metal Gear Solid, and he adds his own fictional world on top of all of that in a way that makes sense. It's so cool that he can then go, hey, let's talk about death and humanity's obsession with it, because it's true. Yeah, like every like religion and culture has some semblance of what is life after death, what happens when we die, is there an afterlife, is there reincarnation, like all of this kind of stuff. And this game deals with death actually being a thing that we are connected to through what is called the beach, and like how Sam dies and he is like in the seam and he has to guide his soul back to his body. Like, I love that this is Kojima's take on what is death and what does it mean to humanity. And this is just me at the beginning of this game reading one interview about death, and I just want to make that mention that I have such a respect for how he writes stuff. Like, it's so good to think about. It really challenges a lot of people's ways of thinking. It makes us think about things that we didn't consider before in a really important way. I think to really relate that to a Metal Gear Solid game in general, I think Metal Gear Solid 2 is one of the most important games in that regard, just for the story it's trying to tell and the amount of weird prophetic pieces of dialogue and writing that Kojima put in that game in 2001, that we have only watched all of those things come true. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, they're not like outlandish predictions, but the fact that the way he's written it, that people go back to Metal Gear Solid 2 and people go back to the ending of Metal Gear Solid 2 and they're like, holy crap, like, the amount of stuff in here that's so relevant to our current society, the amount of things that you would be like predict and talk about is so intensely relevant. Kojima has such a good and interesting perspective and understanding of humanity and our culture. and even in Western society, because Kojima is obsessed with Western society, and his stories are better for it. I feel like they're ridiculous, but that's all I will say on that matter. To get carried away on that little tangent of Kojima is our history teacher. He's such a good history teacher. There's been so many times in Metal Gear Solid where I've just been like, we're sitting down and we're getting our little like history lesson with Kojima, and he sits there and goes, all right guys, today we're going to learn about the Cuban Missile Crisis and how that has informed the events of my game. You know, it's incredible. Anyway, we'll now get on to the next one, which is the Corals of the Seam. Life began in the oceans, and as it evolved, it graduated to the land. At least, this is what was believed until recently. To creatures of the sea, the land is a harsh and unforgiving place. Given this, what could possibly have compelled these organisms to make such a drastic transition? Consider that fossils of the first fish to adapt themselves to land have been found in regions with unusually large tidal range. Could it be that these creatures developed legs in order to more swiftly return to the safety of the sea when stranded? Could their evolutionary leap have been triggered by this traumatic experience? If so, could similar circumstances have shaped the evolution of the coral-like organisms that inhabit the seam and driven them to develop an ability to live between life and death, between time and timelessness? Coral is, after all, older than any organism of the land and hardly enough to have weathered the mass extinction of 540 million years ago. And it is a life form upon which many other organisms rely for survival. Bearing all this in mind, one could argue that the ability to survive in the seam is indicative of a profound evolutionary leap. Another thing which I find absolutely fascinating about Kojima is I really wonder what his process is when he's writing a new game or writing a new story. Like, how much research does that man do? And what does his collection of information look like when he has stuff to go to look for information? Because the way that he pours so much information into a game, it's just like, this dude does some really, really detailed level of research. And we've got Fragile's interview with cryptobiotes 2 years ago. We call these bugs cryptobiotes. They were recorded in reference books and databases back before the Death Stranding, but nobody ever thought to give them a proper classification. So cryptobiotes they stayed. They're named for the process of cryptobiosis, which means hidden life. When environmental conditions get too harsh or resources too scarce, cryptobiotes can shut down their metabolic processes and enter an almost death-like state in order to survive. Tardigrades and sleeping chironomids are capable of this too, but cryptobiotes are on a whole other level. They can survive anything and anywhere, even on the beach or in the seam, and they aren't capable of prolonging only their own lives. Humans who eat them acquire a limited resistance to timefall too. You won't find them laying around just anywhere though, you need to know where to look. Not many people even knew they existed until recently, so next to no research has been done, but now that their beneficial properties have been recognized, I'm willing to bet they'll play an important role in helping us understand the beach, the Death Stranding, and everything else. And I wonder how many people didn't bother reading the interviews when they played Death Stranding for the first time, in the same way that I had so many people admit that they never listened to briefing files in Peace Walker and they never listened to cassette tapes in Metal Gear Solid 5, and they were just like, oh, there's actually a lot of stuff in here. Like, the briefing files in Peace Walker are mostly a bit of a yawn. They're okay, but there's a lot of stuff in there. Some cool stuff, but a lot of babble. The Metal Gear Solid 5 tapes are really, really cool, really informative. There's a lot of stuff in those cassette tapes in Metal Gear Solid 5 that really enhance the story, listening to them as you go along. A lot of people take issue with the cassette tapes and being taken out of the story, and like, oh, these tapes were cutscenes and they were repurposed, and you know, I'm just glad that we at least got that content in general. Like, Metal Gear Solid 5 is a massive massive undertaking, a huge game with a lot of story in there, and being able to like listen to a lot of those things take place in tape form did have me wishing for cutscenes for the most part, but at the same time, it was really cool to get to the end of Metal Gear Solid 5 and listen to the final tapes to really tie it all together. So we're definitely going to be running through each interview as soon as we get them, and we'll read through them together. That's probably for the best as well, being able to read through it instead of if it was like an audio thing like those cassette tapes, because sometimes you'd be sitting there for a long time just like listening to tapes, but I am thorough and I am detailed and I want every single piece of lore in a world that I am fascinated in, and Death Stranding has instantly hooked me in that regard. So we will definitely be listening to those interviews. And I think these future deliveries that we do down here, which even give us predicted likes upon delivery, which is really cool, we might drop off in post offices, the little post boxes, when we see them. Like these little dudes. It looks like there's a bunch of them scattered around as well, which is awesome. But I think that's a good idea. Like, you get a bunch of information in interviews or like these really cool cutscenes that go on for a little while and have a lot to talk about, but then you know, we're running around and then we get our gameplay, our quiet time, and we get to talk about it. And we get to theorize and talk about what the hell's going on in this game, and I think that's really cool. I do wish that there was a bit more ambient music. Like, sometimes you'll get to a certain point and it'll play like a copyrighted song. It'll play like a licensed track, which is fine. That's cool, because they're certainly very atmospheric and they add to the feel of the game. But I wish when it wasn't, it was maybe like just playing like something else, because it's a little bit quiet, because we don't have the option to do music on the go. Do we get like an iPod like in Metal Gear Solid 4 eventually?
Sam, if you come up against a sheer cliff or a steep slope, don't forget about the ladder we issued you. Be sure to try it out. I'd be interested to see what uses a seasoned pro like you might find for it.
So we find like a steep cliff, and I think this is interesting because they've given us this mission where it's like, okay, now it's your turn to like plot your own course essentially, instead of planning one out for us. So we can climb over this. All right, let's try this. So it looks like we have particle effects as well, like when the time fall is like hitting us. I'm assuming it's like affecting our cargo, right? The ladder only goes for like 10 meters though, so I mean, let's try it. We've got multiple. So we got a ladder. Oh, that's very long. Hang on. Ooh, I can do that. There you go. Let's chuck it there. Oh, that's sick. And you can collapse a ladder, I think. Yeah. Oh no! I just didn't get to... Okay. Wait a minute. Oh no. But I can dismantle the ladder, right? Ladder dismantled. But then, do I still have it? I don't think I have it anymore. Oops. Maybe I should have just left it. Because now I had 4 ladders before, now I've only got 3, right? Yeah. So you can dismantle the ladder, but I think that just deletes it. You don't get to keep it, unfortunately. Ooh, we leaving... Using ropes to descend. Use climbing anchors to place ropes that can be used to descend. Ooh. Disconnected from the chiral network. There we go. I was wondering what this was. We're leaving, like, bridges... area. But I guess then, when we get to our destination, this chiral network will expand, because we'll connect it. Okay, so he's put like a little message for us, which is like a little hint to use our climbing anchor. Okay, so if we chuck it here, yeah. I love this. This is so cool. Then yeah, cool. Get the full use of the rope, just just while we're here. Sweet. How's that? This world is so interesting to me. Is that where we're headed? Yes. Yeah, my only sort of thing that I would like at this point in time is definitely the ability to just have music. More music. Have BB's voice come through the headset instead. I think that's a better idea. Yeah, nothing about music. So I think we just gotta roll with it. It's just like have a nice peaceful time with the rain, you know? Introspective. And also me just babbling on. Pick up what? Is our destination? Are they going to get us to use a ladder? The Odradek terrain scanner. Yeah, it's just coming up with that again.
Fuck this.
Fuck this. That looks like a decent crossing. And cross over these rocks. Oh, I slipped. The water does look pretty rough. Stamina restored. Alright, let's go. Oh, never mind. Oh my god, okay. This is a bad idea. In deep water, Sam can't reach the bottom, will be swept away. Deep water will be marked with a red square on the Odradek scanner. Okay. So, doing the rocks is not a good idea. Maybe I could jump, but probably not a good idea. Okay, I see. Well, those are the red squares. I should be able to walk across this then, because it's yellow. Alternatively, I might have been able to fit a ladder across the side, but I think we'll make this. Alright. Don't go on red squares. Lesson learned. You did good, Sam. Let's go. We made it. I don't think there was any more like lost cargo to worry about. Pretty sure we picked up a decent amount of stuff. It's like almost pretty, it's like pretty deep, but it's okay. I'm making my baby cry. Hold on. BB, how do I soothe you again? Hello, BB. Here. Let's fucking... Oh, so he has a little, like... He has a little nice bar down in this bottom left corner. I think that's his power bar. so bizarre. It's so bizarre. I got my little power bank for when I'm on the road, you know? Got to charge my phone. That's what BBs are for. This game is really like, for those people who like to play open world games and then they end up getting on a horse like in Skyrim and they try to like ride over the hill. This game just wants to say, you can't do that. You're going to fall over. Because it doesn't make sense. I'm fine with that. Because I am that person who will try and get a horse and climb over a mountain when I shouldn't. We made it to the way station west of Capital Knot City.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
What's that over there?
ID. Clear. Cargo verified. Thank you.
No! There's cargo over there. Oh my god. I have to get it. What's this? Memory chips.
Sam, if you stumble across any memory chips on the road, be sure to submit them via the nearest terminal. There's no telling what kind of rare and valuable data they might contain. You're sure to make someone very, very happy with your contribution.
The core members of the Bridges team are searching for records of the past. Donate any memory chips you find to them via a delivery terminal by selecting Make Delivery. Share memory chip data. Can I see that in here as well? Memory chips. Oh, so they're unidentified, but then they will get unlocked over time. Okay, when I deliver them. Cool. Be on the lookout for... Oh, God. Be on the lookout for memory chips. I need to go and get that cargo. I was like, yeah, there's no cargo. There's fucking 2 over there. I'm wondering if they only get picked up in the direction that you're facing. Ooh. What's that over there? What's that mean? What's the glowing yellow thing? Isn't exploration fascinating? Alright, we can do this. Whew. Okay, check this out. And then we will go over and get those pieces of cargo. Oh, hang on. Alright, what is that? What are you? I don't know what you are, but you... Maybe they're like markers that you can... that are placed down to like navigate like a direction to take? I'm gonna get 200 likes off one of those delivery packages. I can't leave that alone. Okay, not exactly sure what they're for, but they certainly get your attention. Let's get these packages. And then we'll go there. And then I guess we'll deliver all this stuff when we get back. But yeah, look at the rain. The rain wrecks your packages. I wonder if that... Can we check the okay, so you can check the container. The container takes damage, but as long as your container survives, it won't damage the actual thing. So as long as we deliver everything before the containers get wrecked, we should be okay to deliver it without it taking damage. But it gets rusted, which makes so much sense because it's aging the material with the time fall, so that's cool. Can I be... No, let's go the sensible way. Semi-sensible, I should say. Right, give me this thing. Obviously, while everything is new and fascinating and super exciting, this is what we'll be including in the playthrough as we, you know, learn what to do. But I'm sure that picking up stuff along the way and walking everywhere will be very repetitive over time. So that's when we'll figure out like what to trim down, and you know, obviously when I have stuff to add, I'll obviously be talking about it, and that'll be great. But while we're in early days of the playthrough, we'll certainly be checking everything that we can. Carrying too much cargo will make it easier to lose your balance. If you find yourself swaying left or right, use L2 or R2 to shift the weight in the opposite direction to recover balance. By the way, this is so cool about the PS5 controller, is with the way that they've made it work with this game is fascinating. The more you weigh with your cargo, the harder it is to pull the triggers on your controller. So it has a lot of resistance to actually maintain your balance, and I just think that's such a cool feature. Like the PlayStation 5 controller is one of the most like next gen things about the console, to be honest, is just like how amazing it is. Can I drink from my thing, please? Thank you. I need some stamina back, baby. So yeah, it wants us to go back home. But we'll do this first, and then we'll take the cargo that we have back to Capital Knot City. The canteen is refilled automatically. Any timefall or other water that comes into contact with the canteen is absorbed and filtered, making it safe for you to drink. Oh, that's so cool. So if you just like chill out in water for a bit, or just stand in timefall, because I remember reading that about the canteen, that it automatically filters something to do with like the chiral matter or something, and makes it safe to drink. Woo. I love how Kojima can just make an entirely fictional world but have everything make sense like that. And it's funny because people will make jokes and meme about how things don't make sense, but like Kojima writes and constructs his worlds in a way that it's very outlandish and confusing at first, but once you get an understanding of like what he's describing, what causes what, like he constructs a very detailed world of things that make sense. Just confusing names to get there, like when you're like, oh, what the hell is Dooms, you know, that's weird. But then like you figure out what it's for and why it's called that and all that kind of stuff, you know. Well, I think it's fascinating how hard that would be to create a fictional world where you don't just look at it and go, well, this is dumb and makes no sense, you know. I've never had that opinion of the stories that he's written so far, so we'll have to see how we go for the rest of this. We're in early days, but at least right now, like trying to jump on as much as we can to understand it. I think that's good. But let's deliver the requested cargo of the smart drug delivery.
Delivering cargo.
Thank you. We've all been feeling the loss of Central Knot City. No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization, or the UCA, or us. The oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help. Won't be long before we're back on track. You may have a look. This is great. Thank you again. Yeah, everything looks to be in good order. And soon our way station will be too, I hope.
Condition S for awesome. Connection level 2 stars. But our cargo made it. Additional likes for a new delivery route. And then it actually makes a difference between a new delivery route and the shortest route. Okay. Cool. I like it.
You're with the second team, right? Where are the others?
Dead. Caught in the void out.
No way. That one blast got them all? And what, they just sent you out on your own? I mean, if it was just a delivery, that'd be one thing. Porters come through from time to time, but the second team was meant to bring the Cupid. They were going to connect us up. 3 years we've been waiting for help. 3 years. And they sent us one guy who's... Shit. Tell me you brought more than the Oxy, at least.
I've got the Cupid.
You... Really? So it's true. I finally got it working. Well, then you just might be the answer to my prayers. So what are you waiting for? You put us on the goddamn grid.
Yeah, alright, bud. Alright, I want to see how this works, because this is so weird. This is some Breath of the Wild shit. When you put your tablet on the watchtowers. Breath of the Wild. It does! It reveals map data. This is so funny. It's Breath of the Wild, guys. Kojima was like, Breath of the Wild? Hell yeah, dude. I can do that. New strand established. Waystation west of Capital Knot City has joined the UCA. Cool. New options have been added to delivery terminals. Fabricate equipment. And then it points out, it reveals some cool stuff in the region. This area is now connected to the chiral network, enabling you to see and access other players' structures. So I think those might be their ladders. Connection stronger.
Connection to Capital Knot City confirmed. It's really happening. Just like Amelie promised. We can finally do what we came here to do. Hey, you're headed west, right? Gonna be a lot of people happy to see you. Guess you'll keep on till you hit the coast, huh? Which means you'll get to see Amelie in person. Oh, that's something. That is really something. Me, I've never met her. Only seen her holo messages back when I was with the first expedition. Well, anyway, you best be careful on the road. There's some bad people out there. More than good, some say. But I don't need to tell you that.
Thank you, Sam. By bringing that way station into the chiral network, you've put it in direct contact with those of us back here in Capital Knot City.
Right. What's next?
West of the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond them is your next destination, Port Knot City. It's on the shore of a crater lake that formed after the first void out. Your objective is to link up Port and Capital Knot. But to do that, you'll need to utilize our facilities as additional waypoints. They'll be essential for establishing a stable connection. Given the distance we need to cover, we're looking at using a distribution center and a power station, as to which you should head for first. Start with the distro center. We've got some cargo that needs delivering anyway. Check the nearby delivery terminal to pick it up.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Oh, this game is so cool, dude. Like, this is incredible stuff.
Your hard work's paying off, Sam. Thanks to the increase in network capacity, HQ is now in a position to provide you with additional materials and support. Should prove useful.
Weapons and equipment can be fabricated using materials provided by facilities. The amount of materials available at a given facility will differ depending on the facility type. Fabricate equipment. Okay, so you can... So you can make ladders and the climbing anchors and a PCC.
Sam, you can use that PCC to build a post box.
PCCs can be used to build structures, but be aware that doing so will use up some of the chiral bandwidth available to you. Structures can be shared with other players once built. New structures cannot be built within the area around an existing facility marked with sensor poles. Post boxes can be used to return lost cargo and trust cargo for delivery by others. That's cool. A PCC. So Oh, it's free, because it says over here the required is 0, but I have a lot of stuff available, so I can make some stuff. Number 8. How many do you require? Oh, you can make a bunch. Yeah, give me one. Oh no, hang on, it does minus 16. I don't know why it said 0 before, that's fine. Oh no, because it costs 16. Duh. It says it up the top. That's pretty cheap. Cool. I'll just carry it on my tool rack. I need to return all of this lost cargo before I do some more stuff. I've got multiple ladders. I'm figuring out all of this stuff now, which is good. So ladders aren't going to be that rare. They're actually pretty cheap. So that's fine. Change to no, just confirm. Alright, before I... oh, I can share stuff here now. That's good. So now that I've connected it, I don't have to go all the way back. I can just share it here. Share memory chip data. Let's see what this is about.
Well, would you look at this? Thank you so much, Sam.
Memory chip data restored. The following data can now be viewed via your cufflinks. Frame arms by Arco.
Thank you for your contribution.
Data. Memory chips. Frame arms by Arco. What the fuck? Frame arms. Look at that! Frame Arms was a series of original plastic robot figurines created by Koto Bukaya, one of Japan's premier manufacturers of plastic models. Each robot shares the same basic frame architecture, with different external parts being attached to create an individual mechanoid. The Bayako White Tiger figure is a rare masterpiece based on one of Yoji Shinkawa's designs. The fully realized world and captivating story behind the Frame Arms series won at many dedicated fans. So this is like fourth wall breaky stuff, because I've had some statues before. I've had some Star Wars figures made by Koto Bukaya. That's so cool. This looks like goddamn. I think there's a game that Kojima made that I haven't played yet, but I have a HD collection that I purchased to play one day, which I think is Zone of the Enders. This looks like it could be from that, but it also says that this is the Frame Arms series, and I haven't actually heard of that before, so I'm not sure. But that's cool. There's also Police Noughts and Snatcher that I need to check out as well from Kojima. I'm very excited to get to those eventually at one point. His next game that he's writing, by the way, he posted on Twitter that the next game that he's writing is like a buddy cop adventure. So I don't know. That looks interesting. But for a second I thought this was something related to the actual game world, but it looks like it's it's a rare masterpiece based on one of Yoji Shinkawa's designs. That's so cool. Cool. So memory chips. Memories of the world that came before. Alright, let's also now return all my lost cargo. Oh no, this is entrusting it. No! Alright, so you can entrust it here. Now, I'm going back to Capital Knot City. At least the memory chips is fine. But I can take on orders as well. I need to come back here anyway. So I am going to run back to Capital Knot City with my gear, deliver this stuff, and then we will come back and take on these new orders and go and connect these other way stations. It has been a journey. It has been a journey. A longer journey than I thought it would take to make it back here. But there was there's cool stuff, dude. Like, I really like how they've like opened up the map and how they're connecting other players through everyone being a delivery driver and a delivery driver or a delivery guy, and they're like, here's this ladder that I put here, and like, oh god, here's a ladder, or here's a rope, you know, stuff like that, which is really cool. There's some lost cargo that I did roll past, but I am at my limit at the moment, so I'll make this delivery. There's still some more to get that I found on the floor. It'll probably be like that for a long time, where there'll probably be like a lot of lost cargo, and it'll really get to a point where I'll start putting stuff in post loggers and entrusting the cargo and like stuff like that. But I want to be able to at least get a feel for everything in traversal and gameplay like right in the beginning, so I'm actually happy doing this stuff for now and taking it all in. But we will definitely be eventually entrusting cargo or putting it in post boxes and stuff, because that's why it's there. You get a little bit less likes, but you gotta remember, guys, don't chase likes, don't chase validation through social media. because you end up doing stuff like this, and you'll hurt your back. But let's return all of this stuff, because we're a good little delivery boy, at least for now.
Thanks for the delivery. Gotta say, I really appreciate you going the extra mile.
Capital Knot City has provided the following new hologram data. Nick Easton. To use this data, gain access to a level 2 or higher structure and select Customize Structure. I'm not sure what this means yet, but that's cool. New interview data required. New interview data required as well. So it's like you want to be doing this stuff. I don't know if you get interview data if we just entrust the cargo. So that will be something I'll need to confirm at some point. But we get interview data by doing this stuff as well. Now we got a bunch more stuff. Love that. This is very satisfying. This is a very satisfying, like, mission complete thing. And it said there is picked up another player's cargo, because on the way there was some green cargo, so you can actually find other players who dropped their stuff. And I finished the delivery, so there you go. I got to be that guy.
Good work.
Because as it was talking about how other players will deliver the cargo eventually, that type of thing, and then I got to be that person. I love that. So we got some more data in interviews. So we got BB echolocation from a year ago by Deadman. Dolphins use a sensory mechanism known as echolocation to keep track of both their fellow pod members and any potential prey. As the name suggests, they produce sounds which bounce off objects and return as echoes, allowing them to get an idea of their surroundings. Interesting in and of itself, of course, but what I find far more interesting is the recent research suggesting that BBs use a similar method to detect BTs. As you know, BB pods are designed to mimic the conditions inside a human womb and are key to preserving the BB's connections with this world and the next. Well, recent research now suggests that BBs are capable of producing something not unlike a dolphin's sound waves. These pulses travel through the amniotic fluid and out the other side, bounce off BTs and return as echoes, allowing a BB to ascertain the location of threats. Pretty cool, right? That is pretty cool. Dooms and the Zodiac. So this is something about, like, when you pick your birthday and it says Dooms something something in these constellations. Astrologers like me are used to having our work dismissed, incorrectly of course, as unscientific mumbo-jumbo, but since the Death Stranding, more and more people have started to take an interest in what's known as astropsychology. A discipline that combines astrology with various forms of psychology. The fact that each person has a beach to which they are spiritually connected has doubtless contributed to this trend. These days, there are even psychotherapists who use astrological techniques in their counseling sessions. Perhaps the most interesting recent development of all, however, is the discovery that the alignment of celestial bodies at the moment of one's birth can influence one's relationship with the condition known as dooms. Of course, chiralium in the Earth's atmosphere means that it's difficult, dare I say impossible, to actually observe the constellations at any point. To come to the conclusion that they therefore have no effect upon human lives, however, would be a foolish error indeed. Kojima is into astrology confirmed. And he tied it into the game. That's cool. I think that's a really neat way to have your you as a player choose your birthday, and it's like affected that way as well with your dooms. Regardless, checking the map here in this very long pathway, over here is some lost cargo. Eric Sumo's lost cargo. I will complete your journey, my friend. And you can actually see the total likes that they have as well. This is like really cool stuff. I really love this. An online climbing anchor. Someone's put a sign here for Timefall. I don't think that's been put there by player, because I think it's just comment like showing us an area that's been affected by Timefall. We have a mule postbox. More climbing anchors. Oh, players' total likes is 222,000. They've been playing this game for a little while, I think. They're helping people out. But the objective now is we're back here. I need to get some lost cargo over here, and then we'll head back and get our orders. I can see how there's going to be a lot of back and forth and running around and doing deliveries. This feels like a perfect game. It's very difficult in terms of like figuring out how to do this for entertainment content creation, let's play stuff. Because this feels like a perfect game where you can just like sit and put on your own music and like just have stuff going on, and you're just like walking through the world, you know, and like doing all these doing like your deliveries. It feels like that's the kind of like approach that you can take with the game. But obviously we're doing a mixture of that where I'm able to record like the important stuff that we're doing, like everything that's story based and everything that's new. But if I'm just running around picking up lost cargo, I get to still have that experience of being able to like run through the world and put on some music while I chill out and do that stuff, and then we continue with the story. So I think that's great. I think I get the best of both worlds. I get to share this experience with you guys while playing Death Stranding for the first time, but then when I'm just picking up lost cargo and just chilling out and doing my own thing, I can just do that, just chill out, do that in my own time. But I like the approach that it has at the moment. But I can certainly see it. I can certainly see it getting repetitive to some people, as they would be like, oh, they don't want to have to run back and do all of this, etc., etc. I can see that our stamina bar is getting less and less over time with us picking stuff up, and I think that's the game trying to tell us to potentially take a rest, or like go back to our private room. What's actually kind of cool is when you stand idle for a little while, you actually automatically will just sit down. You can massage your shoulders, and you can actually rest for a bit. And I think that's actually a gameplay mechanic as well, which is really neat. And I'm assuming that would be a way to help your stamina also. But yes, like I was saying, I've got cargo to deliver. A delivery boy's work is never done. So I'm going to run through and do this, and then we'll head on back to our waypoint tower to get our new jobs. I have run through the time fold to get some packages, which was not this one. So I'm in a new area because there's like stuff over here, like resins and lost cargo over here. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll pick this up. We got company. Not exactly sure where stuff is, but oh, there it is. It's close. Ooh, baby. This is so fucked. So you can enter these parts of... God. You can enter these parts of the world. And there are time falls happening. We've got BTs. I need to get these packages and get the hell out of here. It's the time fall damage the containers. If I... ooh, is there something right in front of me now? Alright, BB. Hold my breath. Very good. Let's pick up these resins. And then we'll get the hell out of here, okay? Let's go. I'm not sure where, but I think we can now get out of here. I'm gonna try and not sneak, see what happens. What if I interact with the chiral crystal? Can I interact with the chiral crystal? Still can't interact with chiral crystals here. Oh, it's close. Okay, let's... Okay, we're okay. So when it's orange, that's when I want to be careful. So it's pointing in the direction of them, but then as soon as it goes orange, they're like, it's closer, I guess. I love that you can go on an innocent little cargo hunting journey and end up in a goddamn timefall with a bunch of ETs surrounding you. That's really cool. By the way, like, soundtrack to play Death Stranding 2, if you're looking for a soundtrack. The Dune soundtrack is on YouTube now. Unfortunately, it's not out yet in cinemas here where I am, and we're also in lockdown, so I'm not getting into a cinema anytime soon, because I wanted to go see Shang-Chi as well. So hopefully I can go to a cinema soon, so I can actually see Dune when it comes out.
The gazers, the fall of America, everything. It warped the world beyond recognition. Humanity had to scramble like rats fleeing a sinking ship. But there's nowhere else to go. There's no future living like this. If we're to survive, we need to find another way. A way to overcome the BTs, the Death Stranding, the whole damn mess.
Interesting. So there you go, you get more dialogue as well out of stuff like that, so... This is super fascinating stuff, honestly. But yeah, I'd like to go to a cinema soon so I can actually go see Dune, but recommended soundtrack to play Death Stranding 2 is listen to some Dune soundtrack, because it's incredible. Hans Zimmer's doing some good work, as always. When does that man disappoint? He never does. Alright, so this is like the lost cargo I was looking about. So there's stuff here from other people that I can get. Give me that. Do you reckon I'm going to be able to pick up this other extra large thing, or is it going to put me over the limit? Let's have a look. Oh yeah. We're almost at the limit, but that's looking good, baby. Alright, I'm going home. Alright, we made it. Whoa, how damaged is our... Look how damaged our containers are. So we can check everything. Even our climbing anchors and stuff take damage. That's really interesting. Alright, containers taken damage, but it's good. It's fine.
Too close.
Alright. I'm gonna be heading back now. We'll deliver this cargo. We survived a timefall, and we have a lot to deliver to get all of those lovely social media likes. And hopefully we don't run into any trouble along the way. And as long as you're holding on to your lovely self and balancing with L2 and R2, you can speed down the hillside. Alright, I'm going home, baby. So I think we're going to deliver this stuff, and then we're going to rest, because something that I realized about the reason why we have a spare pair of boots is because the durability of your boots go down while you're running out, and we had to replace one of our boots. So we'll deliver this stuff, and then I think if we rest in our room, maybe we can get restock our equipment and prep ourselves for a longer journey ahead of us, as we need to connect more points. So let's deliver this lost cargo that we just picked up. It's a deliverable ladder that I picked up. Alright, I'm just going to keep hold of other players' lost cargo. Interesting. Let's entrust this. Here you go. The ladder. Off it goes.
How you doing, Sam? Gotta say, I really appreciate you going the extra mile.
Give me all the likes, please. New interview data required. Fear as pleasure and the Egyptian view of the brain. Look at all my additional bandwidth and my material usage. Cargo has been entrusted to another player. There you go. Cool.
Hey, I got something for you.
We got a gift too. Something special. What is it? Oh, it's a star. I got a star.
See you soon, brother.
Good work.
Cool. I don't know what the star means, but I'll take it. We got a fancy star on our pants. Alright, let's enter the private room. You know, hard day's work. Hard day's work of delivering lost cargo and not doing the main mission. Time to snooze, boy. Now I'm wondering if I get my stamina back and my boots repaired. BB pacified. That's cool.
Good morning, Sam.
Hey, this game is set up so interesting. I have more figures now. They moved from my desk up there. That's cool. Examine my table. Activate my terminal. We can leave. Check on BB. Oh! All that equipment that I had there is no longer there. That's weird. Change color scheme. Change the color scheme of your cool. Thanos cap. Hell yeah. Cool, well, I'm just gonna keep that. That's fine. So you can change the color of certain things, like the cosmetics, not the actual suit. That's cool. That's fine. BB's all chill, so we can probably just still play around with BB. Let's drink an energy drink before we go off. Give me one of these bad boys. Pop it open. Yeah, chug it, boy. Fine, we can skip that. Stamina increased by 10%. Wonderful. Shall we have a shower and then we can leave? Oh, and he wants to collect our samples for analysis, doesn't he? If we pee ourselves. A bit of a shower. Hell yeah. Woo, boy. And then it just keeps going up and it doesn't stop. I love that. You get air dried while you're in there as well. That's great. And let's use the toilet. I'm going to sit on the toilet this time. We stood last time. I'm going to sit on the toilet. Nice and cozy. Solstice. Oh. Ride with Norman Reedus. Oh my god. AMC advertisement. I wonder how that. I wonder how a real life advertisement like that works out into this game. What sort of money or advertising is involved there? I love that he winks at the camera. He's like, "Yeah, want to watch my show? Want to watch my show?" That's funny. Nice. All right, we're back. Now, my boots. I think my boots. Oh, they're not. No. This pair of boots that I just switched to are the ones that are almost busted. Can I repair equipment then at the terminal? Maybe I missed that part. I can't fabricate new boots. What's going to happen if I run out of boots? Not sure.
Beginning scan.
We're going to have to figure that one out. Because we've almost worn out our boots, so there's probably going to be something where we can get new ones, or I'm missing an option to repair, but that's okay. We do have a couple of interviews to check out. A couple new ones. Fear as pleasure. Whether they realize it or not, the people of our fallen nation suffer greatly as a result of the separation and isolation we all must endure. That's why oxytocin supplementation is so vital. However, not all of us require it to survive. In fact, recent studies have shown something very interesting indeed, an increase in the number of people who regard fear not as a stressful experience to be avoided, but a pleasurable one to be sought out. In humans, the amygdala regulates the emotional responses to fear and pleasure-inducing stimuli. Some scientists theorize that because these contradictory emotions are processed by the same region, we may have the capacity to convert one into the other. Conversely, were the two governed by different parts of the brain, such a transformation would be impossible. In an age when threats such as BTs, timefall, and terrorism abound, could the ability to experience fear as pleasure serve as a useful mutation, an adaptation even? I don't see why not. The Egyptian view of the brain. It is common nowadays to think of the personality, the mind, of consciousness as a whole, as phenomena born exclusively of the brain. However, to the ancient Egyptians, things were different. They believed that a person's soul, their spiritual essence, resided in the heart. As a result, the mummification process involved the removal of all internal organs save this one, the brain included. To the Egyptians, a man's ka was represented by and contained within the heart, whereas the ha was made up of the other organs and the remainder of the flesh. Hardly a picture compatible with modern medical science. But consider for a moment the BBs which porters utilize in the field, and the brain-dead still mothers to which they are bound. Could it not be said that in turning our attention away from the brain and towards the heart, the womb, the umbilicus, in our quest to grow closer to the world of the dead, that we are perhaps returning to the old ways? BBs are bound to their brain-dead still mothers. I'm assuming that is what we saw in that little flashback. It feels like a flashback because he's like... because the BB is with us in the present, but when we plug it in, we have like a flash to what the BB, I think, has previously experienced. And that looks like a flashback to this woman, Lisa, that his character referred to. So I think that's the brain-dead still mother thing. But that's something to think about. Regardless, I have pretty much I got everything that I could around here, and I can now proceed to run back through to the way station, and I can check the watchtower, and then we can go and connect our more, connect our locations. So we'll run on back to the watchtower where we came from, and then we get to proceed with the lovely story stuff. All that side missions and running about out of the way, peaceful time with a little bit of BT stress, and now we can connect some more locations. Alright, we can now take on orders. I'm going to deliver some lost cargo that we've picked up. This way we'll entrust it so it gets dropped off in here, instead of us making the delivery ourselves. There you go. So we've done our bit. We get a little less likes to do that, apparently. There you go. It's been entrusted to another player. There you go. Lovely. Alright, now I can take on these new orders. So orders for Sam. We've got the rare metal delivery to the distribution center west of Capital Knot City and the construction of a post box. So let's take both. Let's listen to the briefing for this one.
You'll be delivering supplies for a Chiral printer. The distro center you're going to has one. First expedition set it up. On its own, it's no different from your run-of-the-mill 3D printer. Connected, though, it can utilize chiral network data to reproduce all kinds of things. And you can imagine how handy that might be. Now, I know I don't need to tell you, but steer clear of any BTs you find out there. A void out's the last thing we need.
Sam, it's Hartman. Void outs occur when the living of our world come into contact with beached things. The reaction is similar to what a physicist would call an annihilation, when a subatomic particle collides with its antiparticle. Alas, there ends our understanding. Why do the dead transform into BTs? Why are void outs only triggered by human contact? And why are people like you able to return seemingly unscathed? No one knows. Yet it cannot be a coincidence that these phenomena were observed only after we discovered the beach and bridged this world and the next. Anyway, to reiterate, the only reliable means by which you can prevent a void out is to stay far, far away from BTs.
Okay, let's pick up this one, and then we've got construction postbox as well.
Sam, if you're in the middle of a run and decide you need to secure your cargo temporarily or entrust it to another porter, you'll want to make use of a postbox. In addition to cargo, postboxes can also be used to share gear and weapons, if you're so inclined. Now, I'm sure you've used them before, but humor me and build one. Maybe between Capital Knot and that way station. If you're lacking a PCC, I'm afraid you'll just have to scrounge it up yourself.
Cool. Well, we'll make one. Does that mean if I put stuff in a postbox that's somewhere else, if I go to access another one that's closer, I can pull it out of that postbox? I don't know if they're all shared, so we'll have to try that out, because that might save me a lot of time carrying around a whole lot of heavy stuff, and I can just run to a postbox that's nearby. So that's pretty cool. So we will pick that one up as well, because we'll be able to pick up a PCC.
To build a postbox, you'll need to use a PCC. It goes without saying, but if you're not already carrying a PCC, you'll want to fabricate one.
Cool. Well, I don't have one, so we'll make one. Just the one. I already have 4 ladders and 2 climbing anchors, so I think we'll be okay. Delivery preparation. Just carry that on the back. Carry that on the back. Oh, so there's 6 things to carry. Okay. Well, actually, I can attach some stuff to my suit as well. Chuck that on my left hip, because that one's free. Lovely. And my PCC. Hang that on the tool rack. Nice. Cool. Alright, my weight, 76 kilos. Let's head out. Heavy delivery time.
Order assigned.
Sam, assuming you've got your PCC in order, head to the site I designated and build that postbox, would you? You should have no trouble finding it if you check your map and compass from time to time.
So that's this one over here. So we got to head this way to build the postbox. I'm a bit heavy.
Weapons restrictions
I'm
lifted.
a bit heavy. Some resins to pick up as well. So let's see. We just have to run back there. We'll check out this as well, the mule postbox, which seems to cover like an area. That'll be curious. So we'll build this PCC. We'll come back and check this watchtower, and then we'll check this out on our way to the distribution center. Orders to-do list. Select orders from the cufflinks and open order confirmation screen and order details to see that to-do list. Cool. We'll need to make our way down. Oh, there's some cargo there as well. I'll pick that up on my way back. I feel like there's going to be a habit that I'm going to have to be like, should I pick this up now or should I pick this up later? And I guess we can always entrust the cargo in a postbox. Nice. Well done. Well done, Norman Reedus. Probably slip down here, I reckon. I think I'd slip down there. There we go. Let's do a bit of a... Yeah. There you go. Perfect. Hang on. Ah. We got BTs. We got BTs because we're in a time fall. All right. Our stuff's only going to get heavier from here on out. Well, at least I can build this PCC, and then we can pick up this cargo and chuck it in. So it enters, like, there's a little bit of a slow-mo trigger, which I think must be whenever you enter a timefall, and then there's, like, a second slow-mo that activates when BTs are nearby. So I think we're currently okay, because my BB's not activated.
Sam, I see you've arrived at the designated site. Good. When you're ready to proceed, activate your PCC. Use it to build a post box within the area I specified.
PCC allows structures to be built within chiral network coverage. Building a structure will use available chiral network bandwidth. Okay, so we can now... And then you can choose what you actually want to build. So 200 postbox with a private locker that allows you to store your own cargo and equipment. It also has a share locker that allows you to share cargo with other players. Once constructed, it can be upgraded to level 2 by using the following materials. Cool. So I could probably check other postboxes and see if they've got... I think that must mean... Like, when they're glowing with like a green... Oh, you can view the stored cargo. So you can actually view what's in there as well. That's really cool. So if I check these, so you don't even have to walk to them to check them out. You can literally go here and see what's in there, and then I can pick them up and then deliver the cargo. So that's what Entrusting it does. I love this is a really good way to do online engagement with other players, because it makes sense from like a world perspective. And how the storyline is set up with multiple like delivery people doing their thing. I love this. Alright, L2 to find a specific spot. We'll build it right here, and R2 to build it. How cool is this? Like super high-tech 3D printing stuff. That's the future, baby. I love that. That's so cool, like printing stuff. That's great technology.
Good work, Sam. That's a fine-looking post box. If you access it and select Share Locker, you can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters. Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along who could use it. If you've got enough supplies, why not leave some behind? Do right by others, they'll do right by you.
Hopefully. It's literally an AI pod, though. It's so funny. So we can share some stuff in here.
Sam, you can use share lockers to exchange cargo with other porters.
Share lockers can be used to donate weapons, materials, and equipment for use by other players. If you offer up something particularly useful to those traveling through the area you're in, you may be able to earn some extra likes. You can also choose to claim items donated by other players. Share lockers are also where you'll be able to reclaim any cargo you've lost or entrusted to others. Cool. I will... Okay, so you can donate like resins and stuff. Let's chuck a couple of these in. Containers have taken some damage, so I'll chuck them in. Let's also chuck a ladder in, because I've got multiple ladders. Because why not? There you go, take my stuff. There you go. Put some stuff in the share locker. Then confirm. Cool. Can't deliver any cargo in this post box though. So I think all the cargo I have is stuff that I need to deliver. Yeah, that's right. So if I pick this stuff up, I should be able to entrust this cargo to other players. Ooh, old magazines. This actually goes to the way station, so I'm heading back that way anyway, so I'll make this delivery. I'll make that delivery. Goes to Capital Knot City, so I'll entrust that cargo, because Capital Knot City You know, after doubling back there a couple of times, the walk only gets longer each time. There's some tableware. Run this back to this place. I also need to be wary of my boot stamina, because I'm going to run out of boots in a sec. Make delivery. Deliver lost cargo. Take my stuff for someone else to use. Cool. Alright. Head back to the way station. Oh, I just delivered both, even though I said I was going to run one home, didn't I? Never mind. It's fine. I was going to run it to the way station, but I forgot. You can pick up that one, though. You got this. Need to be careful about BB. BB gets stressed when we submerge him, so we need to remember to keep him happy.
So bad.
But he doesn't like eating them. That's why he like declined Fragile's offer in the beginning for one. Okay, these two things I can take back to the way station, which is very close. That's nice. Get to this watchtower and then to the mule postbox. This looking sign that was left here. What's this sign mean? Mules. Oh. VOG, VOG, and mules. It doesn't look nice. That's like a warning. Doesn't look good. Alright, let's use the watchtower. Mule boots. Oh, so like how... Oh, this makes sense. So... That's what... Mule must be another company then. As we had Bridges boots. These are mule boots, and that's like mule post office. Mule postbox. So they're like the enemy. Interesting. Yeah, the enemy. Well, let's get a pack of mule boots. I don't even have any... I don't even know how to deal with enemies that we're going to find, but let's place a marker on some boots. Good. Alright. It's a custom marker. We get some boots. So we can check out this mule postbox, which I guess... Ooh, I guess we're in enemy territory. If that is to be understood correctly. Oh, God.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
What by who and what? Ooh. This is our so this is the mule thing? They're holding onto some resins? Oh my god. Holy crap. Why am I looking up? What the fuck is going on? Okay. I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna go. Looks like I'm not getting those mule boots. Maybe I'll get the other mule boots that were in another direction. Wouldn't that be nice? Let's do that. I'm being chased. Okay, this is awful. What the fuck is going on? I don't have a weapon of my own. How do I fight back? Do we fight back? Is this like getting caught in Metal Gear Solid and you're just screwed? Oh my god. Alright, he's gone yellow. We're out of the alert phase. We've gone into evasion. Alright. Let's avoid those things. So your cargo gets pinged. In that stage it's best to just avoid any interaction whatsoever. You know what I might do? I might take a piss. Let's urinate while we're here. Let's relieve some tension. It's a bit stressful. Let's pee. The fact that I can feel my urine on my trigger right now, and the controller turns to a yellow color. How good's that? Just I can aim my pee. Oh my god. Ah. Fuck. I made a mushroom. Did you see that, BB? I made a mushroom. Why does BB get activated when I pee? You leave a pea mushroom. That's cool, I guess. I mean, I'll just accept it. So we avoid the mule post box. I thought it might have been a cool thing to check out, but no. It's an enemy thing, so don't do that. That's a bad idea. In that case, I'll take my custom marker off of those boots and maybe go for these boots instead. So we just have to make it through this territory to get through there. That's fine. We'll be fine. Maybe. So that's... hang on. Ooh, good. So that is... someone just holding onto... so it's someone holding onto some resins. There's quite a few of them. I need to go through them to get to the boots. Oh my god, they see you from far away, don't they? If you ping, they'll ping you right back. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's how that works. Holy crap. Dude's got my boots, god damn it. Oh, never mind. I'm not getting those boots. What's this? What does it mean? What does it mean? Let's just fucking run. Ooh, it just popped up with body slam and knee strike. Ooh, I can fight back. Hand-to-hand combat, CQC. I can fight back. Should I fight back is the question though, because there's 3 of them. Probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. Just let them live their lives and I'll keep living mine. What just happened? Oh, I thought I just fell into the ground. Oh, they're running away from the time fall. I thought I accidentally glitched into the ground. Alright, we've got rainbows.
Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
So bridges and mules. I love how mules is also a play on words of the, you know, of delivery and stuff. They're a mule. So bizarre. So they only operate within a certain area and then it's just like kicked them out. Got some metals that we can pick up here though. So we're in a time fall right now, so there could be BTs. But as of right now, I think we're okay. Left a little post box for us. Ooh, so people drop some stuff in here that I can pick up and deliver if I wanted to. That's so interesting. Let's deliver this lost cargo. The one we just picked up. So we're not holding on to it. Let's get through this rain. Some metal. This can give me 100 likes and it's only a small one. Oh, I guess BTs are the ghost symbols, so that's like the... That's cool, good to know. Where does that cargo need to go that I just picked up? Should have checked that before I picked it up. That needs to go to... back to Nick Easton's, so that goes all the way back. Rip. I'll have to head back there at some point. $320 likes for that one. Take that all the way back to Capital, not City. It's going to be one hell of a journey. I can see where you'd get more likes for that one. Ooh, BT time. Enter BT territory. Let's just keep heading straight. Oop. Yeah, it's BT time. The fucking melted... The vehicle is like melted into the ground. Oh! What the fuck? Shake off with... No! Oh my god, am I getting pulled? I'm just dropped all my stuff. Shake him off. Go for a run. Holy shit. How do... Oh no. Oh my god, what the fuck? Can I just... Oh my god, can I just chill? Okay. What the fuck? Okay, so if you get hit, it just smacks a whole bunch of your shit out. That's terrifying. It's okay, BB. It's okay, BB. Dad just had to pick up his medals. Just had to pick up my stuff. Look at all the cars that have been like goddamn melted here. God, this is so cool. Kojima needs to go like absolutely like full horror game. PT anyone? PT anyone? We were so close. Oh my god, alright, where is it? That way. Okay, we're gonna get through this. Gonna get through this. Gonna get through this. Oh! Gonna get through this. Yeah. Go off over this way. Oh. Just run in the opposite direction of wherever BB's detecting them. Oh my god! No! Why does it feel like they're everywhere? Holy fuck. I feel like I'm surrounded. Am I surrounded? Fucking cargo, dude. I need to get out of this rain. Oh, man. Go down this way. Aw, bruh. Look at all that cool cargo out there. Oh, there's so much of it, too. I'm gonna have to... Come back here later. That ladder goes right into the water. Oh, my container damage. I've lost cargo. Fuck. What's my cargo doing right now? Oh, dude. It's getting into it. Water's eating into my shit. Ooh. No, I can't even. Don't even look. Ow! Holy shit, dude. Okay, if you can successfully shake him off and not lose any cargo. Okay. Get out of jump! Jump! Get out of the circle! Holy shit! Please tell me that was the last of them. Oh my god. This fucking rain, dude. Oh my god. Nice. No, wait. No, that's not a good thing. My baby's glitched.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Shit, nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
This is what it's like to have a unreliable BB. BB suffering from autotoxemia. I can still scan. Okay, good. Jesus. Alright, this water's tough to get through. Hold on. It is my... Oh, I can go the really long way. Why did I put myself on a dumb island? Shit. Fall over, man. You got this. Just take a drink of your juice. Let's get that stamina back. So, well, I don't know if we're in BT territory still, but my dude is sleeping. It's no longer raining, so I think we might be okay. Our containers look messed up, though.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
We're out of range now. There's our... Oh no, hang on. We're in range because this is a Bridges place, right? I think there's a vehicle there. That's a motorbike symbol if I've ever seen one. Trying to ride a bike. Okay. Let's scan this. How deep is it? Okay. We might be able to do this by going from rock to rock. Do we need to waste a ladder? I think we'll be okay. Yeah, small rocks, baby. That's all that's required. Just some rocks in the path. Wonderful. We made it. So this is the distribution center. Easy. We didn't even get caught by the BTs, guys. That's legitimately terrifying. They just come out of the ground. They try and grab you. Distribution center west of Capital Knot City. We get a goddamn bike. I'm so excited.
Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain.
Oh no, it's out of battery? Is that what that looks like to me?
Thank you. Weapons restrictions lifted.
No! How dare you tease me? How do we fix the battery on a bike? Give it a jump start?
Scanning Bridges ID.
I was so excited.
Clear. All weapons will remain on. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I honestly have to tell you, like, such a huge part of the Death Stranding PS5 experience right now is the goddamn Vibrationist controller. I'm gonna keep swooning about it for ages because it's so good. It's like my hands. They're in the game. Take this stuff and get it off of me. God damn it. Here, take the delivered cargo. God damn it. Gives me nothing but trouble. Take it! Get it out of my sight!
Waystation folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it.
Take my Cupid, sir.
Talk about above and beyond. Thanks.
Let's get you connected.
Had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? They weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
Legendary Big Boss. Kojima's got like this thing about making your protagonist a legend in the eyes of others. Yes. I mean, we still got an S rank, so our gear was good then. Gear was still good. Average so the cargo damage didn't take any damage itself, just the containers were getting pretty damn close to it. Hell yeah, dude. You've been awarded the title of Skilled Handler. I'm skilled with my hands. Continue to strive for greater recognition. You have achieved delivery volume grade 10. I can now carry more cargo. Oh, that's cool. So we've got more carry weight. I'll take it.
Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Ding 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 ding. That is so weird. Nice. New strand established.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
UCA membership and increased facility functionality. As more facilities join the UCA, Bridges HQ will be able to provide additional functionality to those facilities, such as the ability to fabricate equipment and weapons via the delivery terminal. The range of available weapons and equipment may increase, and new terminal functions and information may be added as things progress. New interview data required. Mules and drone syndrome. Cool. I need some stuff on mules. Bridge babies and timefall. New features have been added to your cufflinks. Mail and data, and a new option has been added to delivery terminals. Recycle. Hell yeah. Whoa, what the hell? There's a bunch more signs on the map now. I love how the map is actually like semi it's like a 3D map if you direct it. That's so cool. Other players' structures, wonderful.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
So I have a private room here as well. Private rooms can be accessed via the delivery terminal in any facility connected to the chiral network. Rest in private room to enter. Or I can just enter it from here. Cool, so every facility has a private terminal for me. I still need to deliver all this other stuff though that I got on me.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
What? Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs.
Makes sense.
These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
Oh, this game is something else, huh? This game is something else. How we've just got like, we've got Dead Man going, oh yeah, so here's how we deal with like these BBs, and we just connect them back to their still mother and update the firmware, and then it's good to go. And it's just like, Could you imagine what it would be like to work under Kojima and develop a game with him when he's like, yeah, so there's these things called BBs, right? And they're like, we've removed them from the mothers. Like, what? It's so cool, but so wacky. So wacky.
My fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
That relationship is super intriguing to me. Like, the pair of them, that's such an intriguing relationship that I'm very excited to explore further.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul.
And also my research.
My research, as it happens.
I knew he was going to say something about that. It's like, hey, why don't you take a piss while you're in the shower? That's great. Oh my god, this is like, yeah, the relationships in this game are super fascinating. I also love the technological explanation on you can be at a whole different point on the map in the world and the chiralgram thing, so they can still have the character's presence be there, like physically, and then they just poof, they fade out with cool particle effects. So interesting. But goddamn, this whole thing about, so the still mother for this BB is that Lisa woman, and Mads Mikkelsen is dad. Yes, Norman Reedus, look, it's your baby. So bizarre. Like, I had something to say when the cutscene was up, and that's the thing, it's like I don't want to talk through it, so I have to hold on to it and then divulge the information at the end. But I just love how, like, it's so interesting, and I'm always just like looking at it just being like, this is so fascinating to me. It's like, what the hell is going on? But in a way where it does make sense once you have an understanding of the terminology and the descriptions that are being used. You're like, oh, okay, so this means that because you said that, and that makes sense in this world. But the whole, like, coming up to a random person being like, yeah, so Kojima has this whole thing where there's these babies, right? And you plug them into this artificial womb and it connects to the still mother, and he just like updates it like a firmware update, and we're tricking the baby into thinking that it's still in its mother's womb, and we use that as a power source to detect random spooky ghosts. And yes, that's how this game works. And this, a question that I had, which popped up while I was in the cutscene, got answered for me by Dead Man, which was, I was like, these are babies, right? What, the babies grow up, so are they? And my questions was like, are they in like some sort of liquid that like keeps them babies? How long do they last? Do they grow up? A sort of thing over time? Like, do they? Are are they confined to their environment, or do they get bigger? But Deadman did the whole thing about how they're very unpredictable and they've never been in service for more than a year. So there's like a good explanation for it. And I love that he's like, don't form an attachment to it, even though they're both looking at it like, they're both semi-attached to this BB, which I find very interesting. But with that one, guys, this is a good opportunity as Norman Reedus looks very uncomfortable on the bed. We will bring this episode to a close as well. So we'll be proceeding with heading to the next destination after this. Our BB looks ready to go as well as we prepare for our next journey. So guys, thank you so much for watching the second episode of Death Stranding. I hope you're enjoying this one so far, because I am so invested in this story already. It's incredible. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced, and I feel like I'll be saying that a lot, but I'm so excited to continue playing. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Death Stranding, and I will see you next time.